It's a cold day, huh? So how are you? Good. God, it's cold outside. I'm sorry. I've never really done this kind of speech before. I think the best way for me to get into it is just to tell a story. Okay, so remember the guy Jerry? Remember Jerry?
Yeah.
So this one time, me and Jerry went to go to see Lord of the Rings, that movie, and it was about an hour into it. Jerry was sitting in the front row, and he's stretched and like got up and was like, "Wow, how's this movie gonna end?" And and maybe this isn't all right. Let me start over here. That's not. God. Just thinking, a year ago, we were in Italy.
That was a really great time.
So good. So warm. Just nice. It was just nice every day.
Yeah.
It was just nice.
We met there, right? In the bakery.
Yeah.
I accidentally spilled coffee on you.
It was such a great time. Just nothing to do. Sit out under that terrace all day long. Just watch the sunrise, sunset.
Wine.
Yeah.
It's really nice. Do you remember that clown?
Yeah. Yeah, the clown. I've been thinking a lot about the clown actually lately.
Why?
Remember he had those ridiculously big shoes on. You know, like the clown has the big shoes, but they're like 7 feet long. It was like enormously long shoes. Like I think that was what was so hilarious about him. It was so ridiculously out of place. It was 7 a.m. He's sitting there, obviously drunk, and drinking this big vial of grappa. It's 7 a.m.
You wanted to take a picture with him, but you were too embarrassed to ask.
I still have that picture, you know. I remember I snuck over and sat down next to him, and you like candidly snapped the shot.
I don't think you even noticed that happened.
When I was like running away laughing.
He was too drunk, I guess.
The funniest part was when as I was running away, I almost stepped on his foot. You know, his humongous shoes. So later on that night, I ran into the clown again.
You saw the clown?
Yeah. After I dropped you off.
Tell me?
No. Well, it was kind of weird. It was kind of a weird run-in because at this point he was just belligerently drunk and just staggering about. I was walking back. I was taking the long way home. I was walking back through the park again, and I guess he'd just been there all day, just drowning in his sorrows. And so he kind of came at me, and he was like offended. He remembered me, and he was kind of muttering at me in this broken English, and he came on like really angry, like he was gonna fight me or something. And I was kind of like standoffish, but he was an old, relatively old man. And he takes a swing at me actually, and then he starts kind of like joking around and puts his hand on my shoulder, and he kept trying to get me to go to this discotheque with him in Perugia. I was like, no, I can't. I gotta get back, you know. And
I can't believe you didn't tell me this.
So you know, after like my final refusal of going to this discotheque, all of a sudden he got just like soberingly serious, and stopped all the kidding, and he put his hand on my shoulder, and we sat down on that park bench. And he told me his name. His name was Pagliacci. And he was kind of teared up, and he was crying, and he told me this story about how for years, 10 years ago, and for years before that, he used to be with this traveling group of performing clowns that would travel across the countryside and set up this makeshift stage and put on performances for the local hills people and town people. So he'd been doing this for years, and him and his wife ran the outfit. So he began to get suspicious of his wife and this local townsperson, Silvio, who lived in one of the places that their tour went through. And eventually it was tipped off that Silvio and his wife, Columbina, were having an affair behind his back. And so on the night of one of the performances, his final performance, he kills both of them on stage and flees the countryside. So he's just been wandering for 10 years as the clown, as Pagliacci. So he remembers his burden, remembers the story, just keeps reliving it, and at this point he's sobbing, and he looks at me, just really serious, and he says, in life and in love, you have your friends, and his friend was the one that tipped him off about Silvio. Wait a minute, what time is it?
It's 10:05.